COPWATCH, policing the police every single day. And doing what the Charlotte County Sun newspaper and local TV stations won't do every single day.
Hey, Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch. This is Andrew Sheets, the reporter for Charlotte County Cop Watch, and now I'm running for sheriff. And we're going to run through the my platform here real quick. This is TikTok time, 1 minute. I will get body cameras and car cameras. All tickets and arrests must have audio and video, or it's null and void. I will end the war on drugs and pot. I will end policing for profit. I will cut the budget. No more undercover cars. I will end qualified immunity. Deputies must get their own liability insurance. No more retirement or double dipping. I will get rid of the tank. No more no-knock SWAT raids. No more Marcy's Law hiding who the shooters are. I will stop excessive force and killing by using more non-lethal. I will give proper jail medical care. I will stop illegally overcharging for records requests. I will post all internal investigations online. I will make a citizens review board. I will start the Brady's list of bad cops. I will fire bad cops and charge and arrest them if needed. I will end the warrantless cell phone stingray spying. I will allow free speech on all sheriff's social media. I will be a real constitutional sheriff. I will stop using the illegal license plate readers. I will make it illegal to record I will make it legal to record public officials in a public place again. Cops' Bill of Rights is gone. They get the same rights as we do. I will stop the illegal list of gun owners. I will stop the illegal nepotism. I will do random drug testing a lot. And I will get rid of the dogs. And I missed the 1 minute TikTok time, but I can add this to other videos because people are asking. Remember what our founding fathers said? Fight for freedom, and that is exactly what I'm doing.
Some elections coming up. Have you heard about them? Primaries in August, general election in November. One of the people that actually we have running for sheriff here in Charlotte County, I have on the phone with me right now. I'd like to welcome to the show Dale Richhart. Dale, how you doing?
Good, sir. How you doing? Thank you.
Hey, great. Thanks for calling in and taking the time to spend a few minutes with us. If you could, tell the listeners all about who you are, your background, where you're from, and why you've decided to run for the office of sheriff.
I'm originally from Illinois. I'm a transplant, like a lot of people here are in Florida and Charlotte County. Came here in 1982. I've been a stakeholder here for over 38 years now. My career started in 1982 for the Punta Police Department. Went through the academy. Came out the outstanding recruit during that academy time. A short time later, I found the sheriff's office. I had more room for advancement, other areas of law enforcement. Very intriguing to me. So I went over and saw the sheriff, applied for the job, got the job, and started out on road patrol like everyone else does. From there, I went into traffic unit, rode a motorcycle. We had a motorcycle unit back then. After that, I went into property crimes and persons crimes. Back then, in those days, in '86, when I got into investigations, we actually investigated everything. The investigators that were in there did. Excuse me. We investigated property crimes and crimes against persons. And then later on down the road, we separated into separate units for property crimes and separate units for major crimes. Found the SWAT team in 1984. I joined the SWAT team. Again, one of those things that just I fell right into, and that was kind of one of my niches. I stayed on the SWAT team for 18 years. Last few years, I became a sniper on the team. And that was one of the best moves of my career. Also, did narcotics investigation for almost 10 years throughout my career. I worked with the DEA task force down in Fort Myers on 2 different tours. I was part of the statewide cargo theft task force, narcotics task force, and the outlaw motorcycle gang task force while I was in narcotics and also in the intelligence unit. I specialized one time in major crimes. I did crimes against children for 2 years. That was an experience that I wouldn't wish on anyone. Had to be done. Somebody has to do it. And God bless them little children, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to look out for them. after that, got out of investigations. I got a call from Sheriff Cameron one day. Said he wanted me to transfer to the Road Patrol District 4 unit, which was Promenades Mall. And so I went there as a district Road Patrol commander. I had 40 people there, 32 deputies, our own budget, 32 square miles of responsibility, 2 hospitals within that 32 square miles. And as you know, and a lot of people know that, everything gets reported at the ER, assaults and sexual batteries and shootings and stabbings. So we were a busy district, to say the least. And then in 2010, June of 2010, with 27 and a half years with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, I decided to resign.
Resign or retire?
Well, retire. Yeah, I'm sorry. Retire.
Okay. Well, you say resign and it says, well, what happened?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Bad choice of words. Retired.
Okay. And so what have you done since?
Well, actually, and I've tried to find something that took the place of law enforcement. That's hard to do out here when you're a former police officer. I got my security license. I went to work for the Charlotte County Public School System as a security guard for the academy. I worked at the academy, Charlotte Technical Center, and Lemon Bay High School. I went to work for the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services as an investigator. There were some issues there, and that I could discuss in length at a later time if somebody wants to talk to me about it. I actually went and tried to go back to my construction days before I was a police officer up in Illinois. So I applied at the Public Works here in Charlotte County and became a laborer. Then the 2016 election come up, and I thought that I wanted to do that, so I did this time resign under no circumstances from the Public Works Department, and ran for sheriff 2016. A valid security license for the state of Florida, a valid private investigator's license. I've been doing that off and on for the last 10 years. And valid concealed weapons permit. So, I've been busy.
Yeah. So why do you want to run for sheriff, and what are some of the issues that you feel need to be addressed? Well, which caused you to run for sheriff?
As you probably noticed, and people have noticed on the Supervisor of Elections webpage, I'm running as a no political affiliation. I feel the sheriff there should be no politics in law enforcement. Politicians should stick to politics, and law enforcement should stick to law enforcement. I want to represent the Republicans, Democrats, Independents as well as the blacks, the Hispanics, the whites, anyone in our community. I want to be the sheriff of the people and for the people.
And what are some things that you feel need to be addressed?
Well, if you go on my webpage, which I just finally got up, it just started. So if someone goes there, they're going to find it at www.richardforsheriff.com, and it's a work in progress. And you'll see my platform. I'm very big on strong. I emphasize the word strong community policing. That's my background. As a deputy, as however you want, officer or cop, whatever you want to call me, I was always networking and making relationships within our community. Transparency. I believe that if we can release information without, hurting an investigation or someone involved in investigation, we should be transparent with the public. We will release as much information at the time when we get it. I would like to reevaluate the current use of the force of continuum and training issues. I had a supervisor one time. He told me 2 things: training, document. And to this day, those words stick in my brain.
Yeah.
A strong, diverse recruitment program. I think we really need to go out and recruit good people, bring them to Charlotte County, offer them what we can offer them, and have them, want to come to Charlotte County when they see what we have to offer and what this place is, what Charlotte County is, so that they want to come here and stay here to work. Again, you saw in the paper my release, big on body cams. I truly believe in them. It will save not only the citizens if something's wrong is recorded, and it'll save the officers if something is said or done and didn't happen. So I believe it'll work in favor of both the community and the officers. Vehicle cams, same thing. Looking for a civilian oversight committee. People that can come in that are not connected to law enforcement in any way and get their input. We work here, we live here too. We live here amongst these citizens, and they have ideas of their own, the way police should, work or act or whatever. And I'd like to hear those. I'd like to hear their suggestions. The availability of the sheriff in the community. I'm very big on the availability of the sheriff in the community. Again, I think the sheriff should be here. He's right now, and I hope that this doesn't come out wrong. He is on the board of CARE, which is, that's a good organization here. I think he should be on that board. He's also on Drug Free Charlotte County, which is a great organization, and he needs to be on that one. He's also, if you go to his website, he's on several state boards and chairs of this and chairs for that for the state of Florida. That's all well and good, but there's other boards here in Charlotte County that I think a sheriff should be involved in. Big Brothers Big Sisters, for example, Habitat for Humanity, Homeless Coalition, hospitals. What if the sheriff was on one of the boards of the hospital? We would have maybe been ahead of this pandemic thing and how we were going to react to it when we were confronted with it. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. What I'm stand for, and I really truly believe we need more deputies on the ground than specialty units. I know specialty units are necessary, but the road patrol and the traffic unit, I feel, are the backbone of an agency. Whatever they do out there, they're out there 24/7, and they really make a difference in coming into contact with the citizens of this community, and that's what our reputation at the sheriff's office sometimes is based off of. Yeah. First contact with a road cop.
Now, regards to the budget, these body cams, yes, it's a great idea, but you got to you have to have a huge database to be able to keep, because some of these videos you have to keep them for a certain amount of time. So you got a huge database. You got the cost of the cameras, maintenance, breakage, new cameras. On top of an already, what are we looking at, $72 million a year? How much do you think that's going to affect the budget?
Well, I hope none. I hope that, there's room in the budget somewhere that maybe you could cut some corners and trim the fat, so to say. Of course, I don't have access to all that information. Yeah, that's true. The current sheriff does, and he's got an advantage there. I'm not trying to make excuses, but, another great former deputy chief of a large police organization here in Florida told me, he's a good friend of mine, if it's good for the community, it's good for the agency, and you can incur the cost, then we can do it. But yes, cost is a major factor. Again, becoming sheriff, you'd have to go in and take a look at the budget and have people on top of it and say, hey, we can do without this without affecting the community or the agency. We can do without this without affecting the community agency, and maybe find the money. Also, there's grants out there.
Yeah.
And I said in my newspaper article, all of a sudden now, the current sheriff is, I'm pro body cam. Well, I have an article here in the paper that, and this is Sheriff PRUMMELL, and this was a paper for the Sun of June 6th of this year. If you need a camera to trust your officers, they shouldn't be here. I truly don't believe in that. I truly don't believe that statement. But I think you can find money for them somewhere.
All right.
They're necessary.
Well, it looks like the call, is just getting louder for them. So regardless of what the opinion is, they're going to wind up happening.
Well, we should, again, my opinion is we should have had them a long time ago. We used to have them in vehicles. And I don't know why they went by the wayside, but they did. And I don't believe that they should have.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Punta Gorda's got them. All
We're
right.
trying. So, we should go into these other agencies, find out how they're supporting the cost. And, maybe they can guide us in that direction,
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, folks, once again, it's Dale Richhart for sheriff. You can find out more at Richhart.
No, it's, excuse me, Ken, it's Richhart for sheriff.
Yes, richhartforsheriff.com and find out more. And now, again, you're NPA, so you're going all the way to November.
I am. I'm going to be there, and I urge everybody to come out and vote and make the right choice.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, sir, and we will look forward to having you and the sheriff on the show to find out more as we head towards the November election, and best of luck to you.
Ken, I appreciate the time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Everybody have a good day.
Dale Richhart, ladies and gentlemen, richhartforsheriff.com. Quick break. We'll be back.
Hello, everybody. This is Montecore. He's my lion. I have a lion now.
We'll be right back with Charlotte County Speaks on News Radio 1580.
Hey, Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH. I am using any video here under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.